Oh. Hey guys, Chaz here. I don't know if you can actually hear me. If you can, that's great. If not, this is gonna be kind of weird. Oh, that changed on me. Hold on. Movement. I wanna just... Where is it? Touchpad joystick. So now whenever I press that, I can move like this. So, you may be wondering, what is this game? This game is hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades. Hold on, actually, I'm gonna turn on my fan because I'm a fat bloke. And, yeah. So, we got two of the things right here. And if I do that... No, I can't eat it. That's stupid. But, if I take this, boink. Oh, wait. That was right. So this game's just pretty much a gun game. I'll start out with something simple, like the indoor range. If you just randomly see me grabbing things down here, I've got a cord that extends from my computer off to the right. I know you actually can't see what I'm doing. Well, now you can. I'm right now holding my cord, so if you ever see this movement, I'm pulling out a cord that goes out and down to right about over there. Over there somewhere is my computer. And thus... Okay. So, for those of you who don't know, this is a gun. Take a mag, you slide it in, you do it like that, and you click 5 meters. Go the distance, and what do? Well, actually, it's left hand. It's left eye dominant on these things. Boop. And so, over here you can see my grouping. I had pretty decent grouping. Looks like I actually got a bullet over a bullet. I stayed actually all within that. That's at 5 meters. This with a weak little gun. Just a Desert Eagle. Yeah, I know, these guns can be fun. Oh, another thing is, you can stick shit on yourself. And then you can also change it to where, your shit's infinite. But, if you so want, you can be a badass. And where did these go? Into the bin, of course. Looking for these guns. I was in the swim team, so that's why I can't throw for shit. You know what? Just gonna walk over here and just chunk it in there. So, now, this is their showcase weapon. Every once in a while, I believe, they release new guns, and they always set it up on the table. Well, this would be the main table sort of thing that they usually set it up on. I couldn't actually tell you for a fact what exactly this gun is, but they give out 3 magazines for this gun. I can find the gun name later if you want to use it. Find out what it is. But this thing is an interesting gun because, unlike most, I believe this is the gun that is considered by the FDA to be technically a pistol, because this whole thing combined along with this is short enough that it is a pistol, and so thus it takes smaller rounds. This is a pistol. You could open carry this as a pistol. Okay? Stick with me here. I don't need any of you getting lost. But this game prides itself on realism. You see how I screwed on that suppressor? You also take this, you can line it up on the Picatinny rail, and then boom, you got, oh, hold on, I'll look through this. So you can see, I'm right-eye dominant, I'm right-handed. That's why I'm holding my gun like this. And if you guys want, I could hold guns like this. You'll be able to see shit better. That's single pew, that's multi-pew. But for now, I will actually, well, that didn't actually work. That's this one right here is the one I prefer to use currently. So what I'll do is whenever you touch the sheet, it wipes that. Since I've got a multi-pew, yeah, this gun's a little OP. And then to eject mag, you can, god damn it, nope, trying to do, yeah, there. Yeah, so that's it with the suppressor. You notice how nice and quiet that was? I didn't say you could fall on the floor. Now I'm gonna fetch this. Pull that in, boom. Significantly louder. This gun is quite amazing. Especially if you do that, that'd be a little tiny SMG that you could, like, well, not really stick down here like the gun on your hip. You could put it on your back. Yeah, you can just stick shit on you. But for now, what? Oh, okay. So now I will bring you to literally one of the coolest things about this game. This, you may see this and you may be like, oh, you can just spawn a pistol, a shotgun, an SMG, a rocket launcher, and like a scope. That'll go on everything, and then you can spawn a knife. Each little thing is broken down into categories. For pistols, you've got automatic, which is going to be your mag fed, semi-auto, which is just all you take is that. Then you got revolvers, which are going to be the cylinder break, the break open, or the push out cylinder where you load anywhere between 6 and 8 into that single cylinder, and it works off of a single or a double action. That's a revolver. Machine pistol is going to be one of those tricky things that the FDA doesn't like because it takes that semi-auto, and instead of making it to where you have to pull each individual trigger, it causes that rapid sort of feed in, fire, feed, fire, feed, fire, all in a single action. You got breech loading, which they've only got one gun for it. It's a historic gun. It's actually really cool. That'll be the first one that'll show you. You got lever action, which uses a lever as it slide. That's usually a really fun one. They've only got one for that. So I'll actually lie to you guys. I'll actually start with this one. So the weird thing about this is that you have to grip this gun right here in order to do it. That's how you open it. And you do that. So technically, So, now that that's gone, now I will bring you guys back over here, where you will be able to see, off of here, single fire. Well, actually, hold on. Oh, hold on. All I gotta do is pretty much it's a backwards and forward motion. Just getting that animation right. Pretty much you have to be holding down that button so it can revolve. It can rotate within that single thing. That's always a really cool trick gun. I really like it because I've seen people in this game and in real life who can literally do, and they can shoot off those rounds just as quick as they can put them in. The next one I'm going to show you is going to be the rolling block handgun from 1871. It's a black powder cartridge, and it is by far a really, really cool gun. Like, they don't make them like they used to. So, I'll show you exactly. You see this gun, well, it's going to be a single sort of thing. It's a smooth curve from front to end. There's not really much room in this, except for this is a straight sort of thing. But if you look right around here, you'll see the hammer, and you'll see another thing. That's going to be also your iron sights, which, if you look on this gun, it's a nice little detail. That's actually broken. So, take this gun, and I forget which button it is, but one of these buttons. Yeah. So, maybe press down on the stick. It'll open this up. Actually, hold on. You load it in there, and then you will put that back, and then boop. Go back to this, and it's a black powder cartridge. So, whenever you open, you'll see the smoke ejecting. That's always a really cool one. Actually, I'm going to take that with me. Sorry if you just saw that boundary. Okay. So, for the next category, I'm just going to show you one gun out of this, because they all function the exact same. M9 Cleric. That's a really weird looking gun. Actually, I'll just go ahead and spawn these. I'll just show you what each of these looks like. By far, I think the weirdest one out of all of them would be the Union French. So, go ahead and lay these all out. As you can notice, all these kind of have a weirder design. Some of these may look familiar from either movies or games, or if you're just a history nerd, these ones can be fun too. Gonna go ahead and spawn this. Okay. See this? You may be thinking, why would there be a horseshoe? This is the entirety of your magazine. You shove that in there, you cock it back, and you've got literally a fucking U for a gun. So if you bring this back over here, I'm actually moving off kilter in my room. I can see a boundary, but I don't know if you guys can. But this gun is one of those that makes you feel weird. Like, this gun looks like by itself it should just hold a small little tiny clip. That's not the case. So, next gun we'll go to the Scorpion. And this gun, you may have seen if you've played really any game within the past few years, whether you've played Call of Duty, Far Cry, whatever. I mean, this... wait. Usually, with these guns, you can, fuck it. Let's check off safety. Oh, wait. That was single fire. This is full auto. Say, they got a small magazine. And it comes with just like... Yeah. Oh, also, for those of you who didn't know, this is 1911. Take that. Boom. Then we'll go back. We will spawn the high capacity magazine because the gun's not worth it if you don't have it. It's gonna look stupid, it's gonna look ridiculous, but you can... Yeah. Boink. Just go in the fucking bin. You too. There. I mean, fuck me. Okay. This gun's got a weird look. This is modeled pretty much almost entirely after your standard Beretta or your M9A1. Yeah, that's what it's called. But, or just your M9. But, this gun decides to take crack, and therefore, it is a weirder mod. This one right here, I know most of you have probably heard or seen this gun, mostly because this gun is super illegal. You get that? Super illegal. If any of your friends come up to you and say, hey, I've got a cool gun to show you, and they pull out this gun, run away. This is well, actually, it's a really fun gun. Actually, I will go ahead and just take this and do that so that way I can show you both loud and quiet. Okay, so that is going to be your quiet. It is a more difficult gun to control. Now, Jesus Christmas. Okay, so, now that you've seen that, I'm going to tell you the revolvers. I'm going to avoid this one mostly because that one's stupid and I don't like it. I don't really like the single action army, mostly because it's one of those weird ones that sort of freaks me out. So I will go with a traditional Model 110. Or, no, Model 10. So, this can be either single or double action. By the fact that I didn't have to cock back each individual hammer for this. But, just like the other thing, you take this, you can shake it, all those come running out. You can also take this And boink. Yeah, fuck it. So, I missed it. Hold on. So actually, this is kind of a weird thing for me. Right about where this is where my desk is. Right about at that level, right there, is literally the length of my mattress. It feels weird for me because I was seeing through the bottom of the rift, and I could see that, and I was like, okay. I'm not gonna go through all of these. Literally, these are all really cool little tiny guns. Although I like this little tiny gun because it's cute and adorable. And yeah, if you haven't actually seen this gun before, here it is. If you're looking for a good personal carry, it really is. It takes .25 auto, looks like. If you're looking for that sort of gun, if you're walking through alleys and there's hobos or something like that, got a nice little tiny gun. Honestly though, there's a M9A1. You can take an Mark III. That's gonna be pretty much a Luger. Takes 22 long rifle. You stick that in there. I've actually personally got one of these guns, and we'll just take that. It's a pretty cool gun. Boink. Oh, fuck it. So, now I'm going to take back out. Same thing with shotguns. You got break action, tube fed, magazine fed, and lever action. Lever action is going to be the same as the pistol. Magazine fed, there's only 2 guns for this. So you got this AK-12K, and then you got the KWG-1, which is a beefy fucking gun. Mostly because this gun does not know whether it wants to be a pistol or a shotgun. So it said, fuck it, let's meet in the middle. So we got a pistol shotgun. And if I take a few steps back, sorry, my brain is killing me because it's like, there's a table there, you shouldn't walk backwards. You see all those tracers? You would die shooting this gun. Well, actually, not really. And the weird thing about this gun, you can't use the traditional button. You actually have to grab up near the magwell to rip out the mod. Cool, right? Yeah. I could do the same for this. 20-round drum. Take this, stick that in there. Grab that, pull that back. I can grip onto there. Oh, hold on. There we go. Okay. That is going to be your Sega 12K. It's a pretty fucking cool gun. You got things like tube feds. You got your break actions with the thing of a flare gun. And I will show you a funny thing with this game. Is if I go here, 12 gauge. You just go with something stupid like Flachet. Spawn single cartridge. Take this. I will take this. At the behest of others, this gun is really funny because if I take this, put this in here, this is going to be its traditional flare. It shoots that without a problem, right? If I take this Flachet round, pop that fucking thing in there, pop back the hammer, it breaks the fucking gun. That's a cool detail, right? It literally, it cracks open The barrel, if it was any longer, probably would have bananaed it. It shoves the metal pin back and chips it, and literally it breaks everything, and you can't actually fire anything out of it anymore, because whenever you do that, trigger doesn't work because trigger blew off. That's pretty cool. Lever action, you're gonna have two different. You're gonna have the 1887 and the 1887 shorty. We'll go on to rifles now. So for rifles, I'll go ahead and spawn one of these, mostly because I learned something the other day about what you can do with this gun, and it blew me the fuck away. So if I take one of those, put that in here, and let's say, well, actually, it's actually better if I, okay, if you take that, you can knock the other magazine out. And you just take that. Cool, right? You can abuse the rock mag. Rock mag? That sort of rock tension release sort of thing. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not exactly a master on this. I just know a little bit about guns. Can't really do it with something like, for instance, this, the M16. I grab a Stanag mag and go ahead and plunk that in there. Well, actually, hold on. I want to take that. I can't just take that and slam that out. It doesn't work like that. But with that, it does come with an easier way of this gun, for some reason, is usually only burst. I think that's never mind, that wasn't burst, but fuck it. Oh, for Christmas sake, just fucking walk forward, throw that in there. Blink. Okay. Okay, so now that I'm in a weird position, I'm facing forward towards my two sensors right here and here. This is where I spend the majority. I've only got one sensor right there. In the near future, I'm going to hang them from the ceiling. So I'll be able to do all this squatting down and shit like that. One really cool gun they just added in is this gun. They finally added in a Scar 16. If I take that, put that in there, we literally now have one of the most aggressive guns I think I've ever had the pleasure of meeting. Like, not to mention the fact that this has a folding stock. Go ahead and just stick something on this Picatinny rail. I could stick it on the fucking side if I wanted. Just look down like that, but, like, why would I do that? I mean, unless I was doing something stupid like this. In which case, I hold the gun like that. And you just use that to, instead of using vertical recoil, you would then have horizontal recoil. So you could use that if you want to do a sweep. Purely hypothetical, you can still do the same thing like that. I was just wondering why I could stick something on the Picatinny rail on the side, but I realized it gives you guys the option. That took a long time to clear. I think the 100 round drum. I could be wrong. I could be right. The world may never know. So I'm gonna back out. You of course got your sniper rifles here. I do really enjoy these, mostly because of the interactivity with this, but I will show you the literal one problem I have with this entire goddamn fucking rifle. And I swear to God, that every time you see my problem, I can't get this thing for life. I literally have to do that so slow. So now, I've managed to load the rifle. I can look in down yonder sights. I'm actually going to move over here. Click that. And I'm just going to click that and go to distance. So now you see, that's about 30 meters, so I don't actually need to adjust for anything. But I can change it to a 9 times zoom, which means that if you're looking down, you can see that pretty much entirely. Yeah, that wasn't bad. Let's try blind fire. Oh wait. Bolt action. And slap. So if I take that. Not as close to the center. But you guys understand kind of how this is. I can also just take that off and fire this thing with its horrible, horrible fucking iron sights. That was pretty good. Limit that. Now let's just try. No. Well, fuck it. And what? What? Well, if I just take this clean up scene. I just cleaned up any. Fuck it. I can also do one of these things. Tactical 8400, which looks like a pretty interesting but cartoony gun. If you notice what I mean. Has these weird sort of grooves. It's sort of a flat plastic look. And I know it could just be because it's like a newer model. And he hasn't had time to really put any focus into it. Because developers. But nonetheless. I can always do a 12 times zoom. I forgot to mention that. But okay, that wasn't bad. But I guess that was the closest to the center I've gotten. Honestly, I found for bolt rifles, true like that usually works the best for me. So, yeah, that is literally the entirety of those rifles. Okay. It's probably a bit boring at this point. You got PDWs, you got SMGs, lever actions. You got battle rifles, which are going to be more your semi-automatics. Then we move into the fun sort of thing. You got grenades. So, say you just want this grease weasel. And just chunk it over there. That wasn't far enough, so I'll probably feel some of the backlash of that. It blows up. Then we also got a funny thing here, which is you got dynamite. You'd think you just press a button and it'd light. No. They give you I fucking forget on oh so many occasions how to fucking operate this. Sometimes there we go. First fucking try with this. If I take that, chunk it like that. I don't know if that wasn't as good of a chunk, but fuck it. Yeah, those usually create some big explosions. Now, for those of you who didn't see that because I'm an idiot and turned away, oh fuck me. Yeah, that leaves traces behind. I have a weird setting turned on, I forgot where it is, but a banana nade, very much the same thing. It has that sort of fuse. You gotta chuck those. Boom! Down. And it'll shoot out those little bananas. And they blow up. We got cybernades. Let's make cool noises. I wish I had a gun to, actually, hold on. If we're fucking with grenades, I'm literally gonna grab me... I mean... What would be a good one? Well, I'll just go with the 1911. So if I throw a grenade, and it's too close, and I have the means to be able to shoot it. So, we got this jingler here. Well, as you can see, I'm gonna try something. That didn't go far enough, but fuck it. That'll blow up right about now. Yeah, boom. Okay, so, on to our next thing. I'm gonna lay that there just in case I ever need that. We got this big bitch. Probably good that that fell out of the way, so that way I could actually... Okay. So you say, this thing took me a little bit at first. Trying to figure out how to fucking use this. And, well, I figured out you have to grab it like this. And just fucking shove it in there. And it'll auto-load it, so that way you don't have to. Which is always a nice thing. Then you can just grab that. And so, let's say for example, you didn't like your neighbor or his house. Your neighbor doesn't have a house anymore. You've probably just saw it through it. And your shoulders fall down too. Okay, so if we actually go over here and look at the points, what am I sitting at? I am currently 942 points. Is that all? That's pathetic. Those are rookie numbers. Gotta up them numbers. Thank Christ. Just toss that in there. Get that fucking steaming mess out of here. Got an RPK. Does very much the same thing. Hold on. I got a text message. Oh, it's AT&T. Fuck me. Da-da-da-da. So if I take that, this does have a working RPK. It does have a working stand, which is pretty cool. Shit. Yeah, fuck it. I'll just take that. Grab that. Stick that underneath into the magazine. I will go ahead and pop up that. So I should come over here and properly demonstrate it. This gun prides itself on the fact that it has a stationary post. So, you can always do that. Now, if I look down range, oh wait, hold on. You see that J I just carved? That was unintentional. Okay? This gun is quite simply fucking brutal. Because whenever you put down that bipod stand, literally doesn't matter how much recoil the gun has, it doesn't equate. It just doesn't care. It negates all the recoil. That was a stupid idea. You got your thumper. You got your fucking grenade. So if I take this, I take this, I take that, put that in there, flick that up. I can put up the sides if I'm really fancy. And boink! That fucking sucked as far as a shot. Boink. Did I hit anything? Nope. Literally nothing. See, in real life, doesn't matter about the points and what you hit. What ricochets is what's gonna kill. Now, on the other hand, if you're feeling a bit over the top, you're done with the day, you can get what I like to call the big fuck off gun. This gun, you may have seen this gun before, and it's got probably the most interesting thing of this entire thing, is when you grab this gun, you usually grab it here. And you'd think, oh yeah, I gotta pull the trigger on this finger to fire the gun. No. You then have to grip with this hand, so that way you can aim it and fire it. Hold on. See? What? Oh, fuck. Well, fuck me, I didn't hit anything, but yeah, That would definitely kill people. Wouldn't matter if it directly hit them. That would murder people. It has murdered people. Okay, so now that we're done with that, we get into attachments. You can fucking do everything from literally sticking a flag to sticking a like 20 times scope on there. Then got these little things. I like these. These are nice for the some of the mini games they got. Because there'll be one where it's like a horror where you got a gun and a knife and you're walking and you can just do that. Or you're feeling froggy, walking like that, and then stabbing whatever's coming to the sides. Or yeah, like that. You can't actually stick these in surfaces, which I think would be a nice addition. What the fuck am I stepping on? Ow. I'm literally stepping on a pillow. This is literally the silliest gun I think I've ever seen. Mostly because I can take a flag attachment right here and put that right there. Then I've got an American flag for when I want to murder people. America. You can also take a laser. For some reason, if you're feeling froggy, I want to know where exactly this would go. If you thrust it forward, you got a laser pointer. Stick with me here. The other thing is you got a PK-23 scope. This is, I think, a 3 times magnifying zoom. Or, if I'm fucking wrong, it's a red dot sight. Then you got improvised. Got cool things like a hatchet and these sort of things. And actually, hold on. I want to see if this actually functions as a drill. Awesome. Hold on, does that... Hold on. Hold on. I want to see, does this like... No, it just makes fucking noises. That's a big waste. How's it the one time I want? Okay. So you got drill, crowbar, hatchet, blah, 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 blah. And a chainsaw. And you'd think, most games, usually, you're just gonna have the basic hack and slash sort of thing. No. This gun. Yeah, fuck it. It's now a gun. That was cool. Oop. Eh. Eh. There we go. Haven't I cleaned up a little bit? Oh, I'm way on this side of the room. Let me walk back over here. This is my center. Time to move back. So, now that I've given you pretty much a basic rundown, aside from literally stupid shit like this, now it's time. Take you guys and return to main menu. You're not gonna be able to see any of this for just a little bit, but fuck it. I will take you guys to where would be a good one. Probably mini arena. That one's, unless this is, mini arena is you fight soldier weenies, and that's usually a good one. Test the strength, test the will. I will actually And usually for these, I like arming up to the teeth. And that usually involves several tiny guns packed into my person. I got a tiny gun there. I will probably put... what would be a good one? Let's put... no. An R8 revolver. Yeah, that'd be a good one. Then we got a speed loader. This gun, for some weird reason, likes to consider itself to be a left-handed gun. You pull it out like that. Whenever you want to reload, you do like that. So we will treat it as such. This will be a left-handed gun. I'll roll with the CX Shadow, mostly because I've never really used it before. And I will stick that right there. That'll overlap that gun real quick. And we will back out to this one, Super Shorty. With these, literally, these have some of the coolest things. Okay, so it is technically a 3-shot. I'll put it over the shoulder. Yeah. And then I will go back out. I will go to assault rifles. What would be a good one to go with? Maybe a Suzette. Mostly because it's one of those that is considered a bullpup. And a bullpup means behind the shoulder. So, literally, if you want to murder your enemies, you want to murder them with style, don't use a stand eye. Use one of those. That fits better. Because it moves the trigger component up forward, leaving the magwell and the rest of the gun behind. Okay? So your breech style, that's what it looks like. The breech, along with the ejection well and the magwell, or the ejection port, the magwell, is all behind you, and it will all be closer to your shoulder. That being said, yeah, that works. And then, okay, this was the thing that I was talking about earlier. This is the QC9. This takes 9mm, 9x19mm, and it is considered to be a pistol. Technically a submachine gun. But, fuck it. When you carry this, you are not carrying a rifle. This is a PDW. This, for some reason, is one of the coolest guns on the market. Mostly because it hosts a neato little tiny design thing in which this whole thing functions. This is the trigger. That's going to be kind of where your hand goes. You hold it pretty much almost in a downward sort of angle. This is your entire magazine, and this is your barrel right here. So this tension spring, hold on, I can't actually show you my hand. There's a tension spring pushing bullets this way, but they're sideways. But then when they reach a certain point, they turn and drop down and shoot out. It's a weird sort of thing. Now that I'm kitted out, I will actually bring you guys over here. Let's spawn 3. Let's give them rifles, random. I will set them to being spongy. No, I'll make them human. I will make them literally Skynet. No, random. And have some with random. So, technically, right now, there will be oh. Oh, fuck me. Well, I died. Because... Okay, so... and turn those on. And we will run over here. I at first want to run over here. Let's put this over here. Well,
Coward. Gonna get you in a minute. Gonna get you, rascal. There's someone downtown. Get you, rascal. Get back here, you coward. Gonna get you, you rascal. I don't hear something. I got so much sand in my gears. Oh, please don't be out here. Need some of this.
I can't usually fight under duress, but fuck it, we'll try it.
The deputy doesn't show up. Gonna get you in a minute. Ain't gonna take this one alive. Coward. Reload. Get back here. Get back here. Gonna get you, you rascal.
I'm actually kind of pinned being in this position.
Get back here, you coward. It's hotter than tar. Somewhere.
And I got headshotted. So, ta-da! I've got a whole VR setup going, and I've got an unlimited amount of games. You guys want to see this. Sorry, I'll probably edit and compress this video down because this has been a long video record. It's been a long time on my feet. I've got solid tile floors, and I'm barefooted. So this is kind of uncomfortable and cold. But to leave you guys off with, I will take a PDW, load this stupid mag into this stupid gun. For those of you wondering why I call it a stupid gun, that is your ejection, or that is your load. And then from there, why? Why? But now you will see me awkwardly fumble over. You'll probably hear some sliding and things like that, and then now you get to see the record.